Hey guys, it's Infamous, and I'll be doing What If Deku has Spider-Man's powers. Okay, in this scenario, the Spider-Man powers are still from the radioactive spider, not a quirk. So, when Deku finds out he's quirkless when he's 5, all the kids start bullying him, like Caution does in anime. So, so, Deku came on getting bullied into middle school. Until one day, when he goes on a field trip to a science facility, he sees he's all the kids there are like all happy about seeing animals. Deku still is a loner since he's bullied for not having a quirk. Then Deku sees a bunch of spiders like, dang, these are cool. But he doesn't realize that a spider has escaped in his like near his leg and ready to bite him. And once it climbs up his legs, it bites him. Then Deku instantly hits it and kills it. And he assumed it was a mosquito because he didn't see it. He just like killed it. So Deku continued the field trip until like a couple minutes later. No, more like a half an hour later. He starts feeling sick. He tells the teacher about this, and his mom comes to pick him up. When he goes home, he goes instantly to bed. He feels like he's gonna pass out. The next day, Deku wakes up, and he has a bunch of muscles. He realized he's trying to figure out what's going on. How you got these muscles? Deku like leans against a wall trying to figure this out, and he realizes maybe it's a spider thing. Maybe give me muscles or something. He goes to the computer, but instantly realizes that his hand is stuck to the wall. Tries to yank it off, but he soon realizes that the wall is cracking with it. So he tries to calm down and try to collect his thoughts, and try to figure out how he can get his hand off. So he takes a deep breath, and soon after that, his hand comes off. He then goes to his computer and is trying to be careful not to get his hand stuck to his computer, and searches spider bite symptoms. Almost said Spider-Man for a second. So he just sees a bunch of things Spider-Man spiders can do. He's wondering, no, there's nothing about here about anything weird. Then sees spiders have the ability to stick to wall from little hands and his fingers. He realized something. Look at his hands. He sees little hairs. Like, oh my god. He then checks a bunch of other things spiders can do. Says, spiders can lift up to 10 times the weight. He tries to do something. He grabs the bottom of his corner of his bed and lifts it up a little bit. He realizes it's really easy. So he instantly goes to the gym his mom has a membership at. She's trying to get fit, but she's unable to because she's taking care of more Deku. So when he gets there, he finds a bunch of weight and he does some math and times his weight against 10. Which is one when she just based it 1-0. Add 1-0. He gets that much weight and weights and tries lifting it up. All the people are looking at him saying, "Be careful! You're gonna choke on that kid." He instantly lifts it up and with ease. Everybody's surprised, saying, "Dang, this kid is strong." When the people ask, "Dude, how much do you weigh?" He says, and Deku tells him his weight. He says, and the guy says, "Oh my dude, you can lift 10 times your weight. That's not normal. You must have really quick or something." He says, "Yeah, I think I do." He said, "You think?" Deku soon leaves and goes home. He tried to see what other stuff. He sees he can stick to walls and climb walls. He realizes he can. Okay, so Deku realizes he can stick to walls and climb. But then Deku realizes like it's almost morning because he's doing this overnight, and then he has to go to school. So the next day at school, Deku's trying to figure out what's going on, and this is the same day where the teacher gives out all the papers to tell the kids if they passed or not. Says, "Good job, you might all become heroes." Kachi instantly says, "I'm gonna be the only hero here. I'm gonna be number 1. I'm the only person with a good quirk." The teacher mentions saying, "Hey Deku, don't you want to go to UA?" Everybody laughs, saying, Deku cautiously blows up his desk and says, "You want to be here? You don't have a quirk. You're just a loser, Deku." Deku instantly says, "I do have a quirk." He said, and everybody laughs. Kitchen's like, "If you have a quirk, then show us." Deku instantly punches Bakugo. Bakugo goes hitting a wall. Everybody's looking at him and be like, "What just happened?" He says, and Caution instantly gets back up and gonna explode him. But with Deku's spider sense, instantly dodges it. And dodges it multiple times and then punches him again. Like he's used to fighting. And knocks him out. The teacher obviously calls each other parents. The cousin doesn't get that much in trouble, but Deku does. His mom's trying to figure out how he would do that. Deku tells him, "I think I have a quirk." His mom was like, "Wait, you have a latent quirk? I didn't know that was possible." He said, "I don't think that was possible either." He doesn't tell her about the spider bite because he doesn't want her to worry. She wants her things to look quirky and it's normal. So, and because his mom picked him up, he wasn't able to pick them up, and since she had to go leave work to do it, she ends up sitting down and starts talking to Deku, saying, "Yeah, has to be a good boy." Deku gets sad about this and goes for a walk. While he's walking, he instantly realizes something. His spider sense goes off. His lead dodges the sludge monster. Deku continues dodging it and jumps onto a wall. And then when Deku realizes he has no wall to jump onto, he hands his hand out, see if he can get the wall, but then shoots a web and swings to it. Deku's like, "Dang, I can shoot webs." Then I know you hear Detroit smash. You see All Might. Deku instantly fanboys and get off the wall and ask for a signature. And why All Might was collecting the villain in a bottle. And All Might instantly tells the kid bye, and leaves. But before that, Deku grabs onto his legs and jumps to him. He asks All Might for advice. He tells him about his power, and All Might's wondering, wait a second, Spider gave him his powers? Kind of like how my powers were given to me. All Might thinks about this, but rubs it off, saying, if you have spider-like abilities, you could have a quirk. If you're 10 times strong, you could be a really strong hero. You may not be number one, but you could be a high pro hero. Deku's happy about this. He didn't care about being number one. He wanted to be a pro hero. But soon, All Might becomes his skinny form. Deku realizes, wait a second, you're an imposter. You're not All Might. And All Might says, "No, I am All Might. This is my skinny form. I have a time limit and I reached it." He starts telling about how during a fight, he was weakened. And after the story, All Might starts leaving. But in the distance, Deku and All Might hear an explosion. And guys, I think that's where I'm going to end it off. Sorry it was a little short, but I'll try to make them longer.